Hey guys, so we are back. We are gonna just start this again. We're waiting for everybody to join. Let's do it. Okay, here we are. Alright, here we are. Okay, it's just gonna. The garage is having a little problem. Just a little problem. It says that you're unable to join. Maybe try to leave and then come back in. And let's see how that goes. No problem. I think it's a connection issue. Oh, what is going on with these filters, y'all? I never expected filters. What is going on? Oh my goodness. I feel like an old lady right now. Trying to figure out how to use the phone. Oh my goodness. What's going on? All right. All right.
Instagram does not want to let us be great today.
Oh, I don't know
Cause
what's
I'm
going
about to say I'm on my phone, but I got all my bars. So I'm like, what is happening?
I don't know what's going on. We was having a good
I'm
conversation too.
all right. Just
Just
that's the devil trying to stop us.
you know, we're gonna get right back into it too.
Hmm.
So, do you remember the last thing that you were saying? Or do you want to get onto another
I
topic?
I think we finished that one. I think we were done with that question.
So I do have a question for you.
Okay.
What is like your favorite person that you've worked with when it comes to personal training, nutrition, or just even someone who follows you that was like, oh wow, like I'm an impactful person, um, or just a collaboration. So,
Yeah, I honestly there's so many. Like every person that I come in contact with, there's some story behind some great thing.
yeah,
Like I can't name one, honestly. Like every one of my clients are like great. Like they're CEOs, they're, moms, they're in the military, they're nurses, they are, commercial real estate agents. So they're like amazing people, but just even throughout the years, my clients have like overcome so many things. Like my oldest client that I've ever trained was 104 years old. And she was moving. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that in itself is a testament. And to be able to just be involved with her in a training, to me, that was like, wow. I've trained, teenagers going into the military. Like I've done so many things and work with so many people that honestly it got them to where they wanted to be, but it was so impactful for me to know that I was trusted with this person and getting them from point A to point B. So I can't even say one. There isn't one. I would be doing a disservice if I said any name because it was all of them. It's been all of them, honestly, because they learned and they got something, but they taught me something as well. They taught me something about myself. They really showed me who I was, who I am, and how necessary it is for me to continue my journey and my education so that I can continue to spread the word and get the information out, but also just service people with it because, you know, I had a client, one client, she had scoliosis and she had to have surgery. And by the time she had to have her surgery, we had like corrected like a fourth of her spine from just exercise.
I got lordosis. I need to get to.
I
I need to
can
come.
help you with that, love. Like to me, and we lost weight. There were things they were telling her that she couldn't do, that she should not do, and we took our time, but we did it. We did it. She lost, like 30 to 40 pounds in like 8 months, but we corrected bones. We corrected a portion of her spine, and like it enhanced her quality of life. And to me, that's the biggest thing about training. How are we going to enhance your quality of life? Like if you have any type of deviation, oh, like I got a pain in my knee, I had a knee surgery however long ago, and I've been having this pain, like I'm going to help you with it. I'm going to help you not have that chronic pain every day, to where when you walk, you don't have to think, oh, I can't walk that far because my knee is going to start hurting. Or if you want to go and hike, you can do it without even thinking about it. I'm going to help you with that. And that's one of the things that I love the most. So that's been my experience with every single one of my clients, because I'm training them to get them to whatever result or goal that they have. But it's like, what else is underlying? Because why did you get here? Because a lot of times, um, oh, thank you. I read his comment about the flashes. That's funny. um a lot of times what caused them to need a trainer or need to like get their fitness in line is some type of issue that they're having. A lot of people think people are like overweight or unfit because of them being lazy or them not having the desire to work out, and that's not true. People want to. Sometimes it's a mental issue, sometimes it's a physical issue. I'm going to figure out what the issue is and work on the issue. That's what I'm going to do. And so as we're working on getting you results, I'm figuring out that issue and honing in on that too, because I'm gonna correct that also. Hmm.
Beautiful. Wow,
Thank
I'm
you.
loving, loving this.
Thank
Like
you.
this because it's not. It's very taboo um, to be able to know how to basically heal yourself and also heal other people, and then
Hmm.
be knowledgeable and being able to educate people. Even me right now in this interview is beautiful. So
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank
Thank you so much. Like I honestly, I just want to, I won't say heal the world, but teach people how to
you.
heal.
Yeah,
Because it's one thing if I know how to do it, but I need you to know how to do it, because I'm not going to be able to see everybody. If I can see you and I can educate you, and then you can, tell your family and educate your family. Because when I train my clients, this is what I tell them. It's always the woman. I'm always starting with the woman. Mom, she's the leader or whatever. I let them know like, hey, your whole house gonna have to get on board, because how you eat, your children need to eat. You can't cook. You're not cooking two separate meals. You already don't have time to cook one meal. So how are you cooking two separate meals? You're not doing that. So your husband or if you have a partner, they're gonna have to get in line too. And then what happens is, now I didn't help one person. I helped the whole family. And then that whole family helps their next family that sees them doing, and they're like, oh, well, if that family can do it, we can do it. Facts. And they don't have to come to me to do it. They just got to see that it's possible. So it's affecting whole communities. And so I see it happening. And I know this person will say, hey, my sister started working out. She asked me this, can you answer this for me?
yeah.
Yeah, sure, of course. Hmm.
So how do you, when it comes to your audience and staying true to that voice that you have, how do you do that, especially when you're trying to connect with people who don't follow you and when you're trying to get that reach when it comes to social media, especially?
Um, honestly, a lot of my a lot of my following comes from word of mouth. And then on social media, I'm starting to interact more. Honestly. So I just joined I connected with you guys because of Threads. I just
Yeah.
started my Threads account like just randomly. I was like, let me see what this thing is about. But I realized like Threads is so dope because it's nothing but networking. It's nothing but networking, and I love that. Like I absolutely love it. So I'm like on there talking to people, answering questions. You know what I'm saying? Like if I see there's something that I can add to a situation, I'm on there. So on social media, I try to just post content that is within my realm, and then the people they kind of find me. And then I'm on there looking, so I'll follow people that have interests that I'm things that I'm interested in, and I'll follow them. And then you comment one day, they see your comment, they comment back. Now you guys are besties online.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, I have several online best friends that we never met in person. We probably never talked on the phone, but we online, we girlfriends. And when we do get together, because we will at some point, right, in life, when we get together, it's gonna be like we've been together our whole lives because we've built a rapport outside of just any type of physical. Because you don't nowadays, you don't have to be somewhere. Look at us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Basically FaceTime right now.
Pretty much. We FaceTiming,
Yeah.
chatting. We're just having a conversation essentially.
Right. And just based off authenticity, what is shared is just flowing, and I'm loving it. And I hope you guys are loving it. Everyone watching as well.
Yeah, me too.
So, how do you maintain your work-life balance? I know that you're talking about everything that you do and how it is so close to your personal life, and
Mhm.
most people by word of mouth, and people know you in person. So how do you maintain the balance of your work and separating that from your personal self?
I don't separate it. So I let it all be one so it's easy,
Mm.
right? So my training, like I said, I train online. But I write programs. I love programming. So as I'm writing programs, to me it doesn't feel like work because it's something that I enjoy because it's a process. I'm a process person, right? And so I write articles and I do a lot of other things. But to me that's exploring my creativity, right? So when I'm writing an article, it's not work. I'm being creative. I'm getting thoughts out of my head. I'm seeing how well I can articulate a thought that I had. So I'm really practicing. And that practice translates into, oh, well, you sat down and did that. This took me 2 seconds to do because it was already there. I just had to get it out of my head. And to me, that's how you express yourself creatively. So it's never work. So I don't think that I have a work life balance because on a Friday night, I go to Sexy Work Fitness on Friday nights, and it's like twerk fitness, but it's also women's empowerment. And that's on my Friday night, right? So I'm working out and I'm networking with the ladies and we're talking and we're doing things, we're getting content. So you can consider it work, but it's so fun. Like we absolutely enjoy each other. So it's not work. When I go work out, it's not work. When I'm working out with a client, it's not work because I'm enjoying myself. Yeah, I'm getting paid and they're making an investment, but we're trading. It's a trade. But I don't feel like I'm pushing paperwork. And honestly, I get to decide how and when I want to do things, and I'm able to do it when my mind is set on doing it. So, work is like, oh, I got to be at this place at this time. I don't
Yeah.
have to do that.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
So,
I have some structure. I got some structure. I do things at certain times and meet with certain people at certain times. But for the most part, it's very much free will of doing and meeting and do you want to be here? Because if my clients don't want to be there, here you give me a 30-day notice and we're good. I say, all right. I don't force. I don't like I said, I don't really try to force people into, oh, you have to work out. I don't do that whole situation because I feel like we're adults and you shouldn't have to do that. If you have to do that with somebody, then they're probably not ready and or they don't know that they need to be doing it. And I do that with some people, some clients or whatever, but for the most part, I just let people come and go as they please. So it doesn't feel like work.
yeah, I love that. That's a beautiful life to live. I'm very happy for
Oh
you.
my gosh, thank you.
So, are there any things that you have outside of your like nutrition and working out and making sure your health is well
Mhm.
at all times, interests or hobbies that you have that might just surprise people who follow you.
Like I said, I model. That's kind of new. I've always been into it. I'm very what's the word? Theatrical. So I like acting and I like dressing up. And me and my daughters, we would like shop online, and then when our order would come in, we
We're just getting good. It was just getting good, guys. I'm not gonna give up this time, y'all. We're gonna wait. Let's see what happens with the connection. Um, we do have like a few more questions, and we're just getting into spicy questions just now. So I do hope that she can join back again. Um, let's just see. So we're just gonna keep this open. If anybody can comment, just to let us know that the live is working, that would be great. Okay. Cool. All right. We're on.
so that definitely was me this time. My phone completely just died.
Oh,
That was my fault. I'm so sorry. Because when the charger, I'm in the car, so when the charger's plugged in, you can't see me, so I had the charger out. Um, but yeah, I also like to hike, right? I'm a writer. So I was writing for, I still do it intermittently for a magazine for several years, just health and wellness topics. And what else do I do? Um, I do a lot of digital content. So anything with a computer I can do. I am a little techie. So prior to me just pursuing my business and moving to Atlanta, I worked at Best Buy for 15 years. So I am a
oh,
techie. So I'm a tech junkie. Everything tech wise, I'm like into it. I want the latest and the greatest. I love exploring technology. So I'm super into all of that. Fashion, of course, just kind of plays into the fitness. So I kind of like just combine all of it. But all of those things really just help me with my business because me being able to like the ins and out of the digital world obviously helps me with my business, right? So I can do anything on a computer. Fashion and fitness kind of go together because that's wellness, right? So obviously how you look, how you feel, all of that plays a part. And you know, the hiking, everything that I do just kind of correlates back to
beautiful.
everything.
You're perfect.
So yeah, I just get to do it all. And so because I like to write and read, I use those skills to get information about wellness out. So I write articles about like hormone imbalance and I share them with my clients. I recently just started my YouTube page, so I'll be like posting a lot of content there. More more in depth than what's on like Instagram and TikTok because you have more time, I feel like, to kind of sit down and really kind of dive in. So I'll be using that platform to do more education.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. You are an amazing woman.
Oh
Like,
my
so
gosh, thank you so much.
loving, loving, loving so much, seriously. So, for our next question, How do you hope that your everything that you just said, how do you hope that impacts people now in the long run?
I just hope it teaches people to go after your dreams. Like if you want to do it, just go do it. Like I honestly don't always know how things are going to work out or if it will or won't, but I know that thoughts don't come into our heads for no reason. They come there for a reason, and it's like it could be for you or it could be for someone else. But if you don't explore it, if you don't sit down and think about it, if you don't even try, you'll never know. Um, so I just, want to tell people like just whatever it is that you want to do, do it. And I want to be the example of that because I said I wanted to model and I started modeling for real. One of my best friends in the world, she put on this super dope fashion show in Charleston. And, just outside of our friendship, I walked in her runway show, and when I tell you this runway was like badass, it was badass. Like this was her first show, and it was like she had been doing it for years, just because she's so dedicated. But it's like I have people around me. They know I want to do something, so they'll give me the platform to do it. And so I'm surrounded by all these like great business owners and these model coaches and fashion designers and stylists, and they're like, "Oh, you want to do it? I'll help you." You know what I'm saying? And they're not giving anything to me; they're just giving me an opportunity. So then I take that opportunity, and when I tell you, I run with it. So when she said I could model on her show, I got the extra coaching. I made sure I had all the shoes, and I did my part because I was so excited to have the opportunity, but I knew that it was like I can really turn this into something if I can show up well and show why I should be given more opportunities. And that just projected me. I did several photo shoots since then. I did several runway shows since then. Um, and it helped me to see like, all you just got to do is try. Tell, you know who to tell. Hey, I want to do this. Tell the world. Just put it on your social media. Like if you tell social media, somebody gonna see it.
I love
Yeah.
that.
So
You
I just
said,
want people to know, like, if you want to do something, just do it.
I love what you said. What stuck with me the most when you said, no thought comes to your head. No thought comes
No
to your head.
reason.
Or every thought comes to your head for a reason.
Correct.
I love that.
Yeah.
So what's new in your career and your collaborations with all the things you have going on? You have
So I'm currently working on a new program, a fitness program. Um, I've created it already. I'm just kind of going through the process of, I believe in testing everything out. I don't put something out there that's not tested. So I'm doing the program. I've been doing it for a couple of days now, and I've been getting great results. But I'm also a trainer, and I know how to manipulate my body much faster than others. So I do have some other people trying the program out, some that are beginners, some that are more advanced, men, women, because I want this to be something that people could use and use over and over. Their kids could use it because it has some wiggle room to it, right? So I'm working on that right now. Um, I'm transitioning with business into, my father has a construction business, so he has been allowing me to help run that in essence. Um, he's had this business my whole life. So his dad was in business and then he was, and so it's kind of there generationally, and I want it to continue. And I'm the oldest girl. I have two sisters. I have two beautiful sisters, and they are business owners as well. But I'm the oldest, and we don't have a brother. I do have like a stepbrother, and I got two stepsisters, but we want the business to continue, and my father is allowing me to step into a leadership role. And so I'm getting my feet wet with that, and I've been learning and growing and kind of working on some things to expand our construction business for our family, just more so in that online space. Like, you know my dad's old school. He like calling on the phone, they talking, they doing things that way. But I'm like, I want to generate more leads in different places. I want to get more bids in, factories and larger, because we're residential for the most part. So that's what I'm doing as well, and just continuing my growth. Like I am really just going where the wind blows me. I feel like God has given me the opportunity in the space to just do whatever I desire. And because, even though I get to be a parent, I get to go and do all of these great things, but my daughters get to see it. So they, sometimes I'll bring them with me to do things. And, I make sure that the life that I live, they live. So if I'm eating 5-star restaurants, they eat in 5-star restaurants. If I'm, luxury nails and toes, they're getting the same thing. So they're not watching me live a life that they're not a part of. And so to me, it's like it's great because I get to go and do, but I get to show them, really them, how to live their life and be whoever and whatever it is that you want to be. So what's next is everything. I got like what do you like? Who needs me to do what? I'm doing it.
Yo, I
Yeah.
love that energy. Like that is so
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Such queen energy. God has blessed you. Like,
Oh, thank you so much.
what advice would you give to somebody looking to start their own?
So their own journey. Be patient. Be patient with yourself. Be forgiving of yourself. Be mindful. Love yourself. Just really hone in on you. Hone in on you because once you figure out who you are, the journey is nothing. Because then you're just showing up as yourself, right? And you can walk as yourself. When you don't know who you are and you're on a journey, it's very chaotic. You don't know where to go when you are confused. You don't know how to move through transition. You don't know what transition looks like. Really hold in on yourself and be patient. Like, don't beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself. Be loving to yourself. Because we're our like worst critics, but it's great. You got to be hard on yourself, but to an extent, because sometimes people go too hard on themselves, and when you go that hard on yourselves, that's what you're giving back to the world. So when people are really just like overly critical of me, I know that they're even worse than them on themselves, and I tend to like just give them more love because I think that if I can give them more love, it'll help them see like, oh, I don't need to be that hard on myself to get results. Like I can do it with love. And so that's what I choose to do with myself. I do check myself. I check myself all day, every day. God checks me also. My me and God are like this. I'm spiritually inclined in a lot of areas, so I know when I'm off track, but I just try to keep myself in line with me. So I'm my first priority, and I'm patient. I've learned to everything that I just said to you. I learned to give that to me first, and it's allowed me to give it to others, and it's allowed me to continue on my journey the way that I'm supposed to.
Wow, that's so beautiful.
Thank
Getting so
you.
wow, like amazing. Like I love the way you speak about yourself and how you're able to just like so eloquent with your words, but also get so much across. Like,
I, I thank you for that. I do not like talking online. I used it was something that I just wasn't doing. I had like the confidence to do it, and it's like they don't want to hear what I got to say. I'm saying the same thing everybody else saying, but I realize that sometimes how you say things and how you connect with people is going to be different, and everybody has a lane. And I realized that it was something that I have a voice, and I have things that I want to say. So it was the opportunity came perfect timing, and I was like, I'm gonna do it because I'm ready to speak, and I want my message out there for the world, and I want people to know like, hey, like we're all having difficult times, and it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to get help, and it's okay to start over if you need to. It's okay to have to change things, but just know that you can do it because if I can do it, they can do it. I promise.
I love,
Yeah.
love, love, love. So, have you had anything that you learned, or how about anything that you did not learn throughout your journey? You think would have made a difference at all?
There's a lot that I know now that I didn't know 8 years ago. But I think everything comes in time. I think you have to go through what you got to go through to get to where you're going. Like you don't know what you don't know until you don't know for real, right? So you don't know. So you get like, I'm sure there is something that I'm going to learn within the next 10 days that would have been useful for me today.
Yeah.
But it wasn't my time to know that. Yeah, I probably would have utilized it incorrectly had I had known it already. So I feel like the timing of you understanding and knowing things is purposeful, because if you know something before you're supposed to know it, you're going to misuse it.
It gave Sarah Jake Roberts, right? Like,
What? Stop it.
seriously, you are speaking so like it's hitting, it's hitting.
Oh my God. Thank you.
It's beautiful. Like wow. Yeah, see, seriously, beautiful.
I try to just, come from me. Like, this is me. This is a like, we could have been in the store having this conversation. This is legit how I have conversations. My conversations are so deep sometimes, and I'm like, girl, they asked you a simple thing, but I was like, well, God put that word on my heart to share with them, so I'm gonna share it. So a lot of things I tell people, when I'm saying things that I don't know why I know it, I like to say God told me to say that, or God told me to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, why do I know that? Why would I choose that thing to say? For instance, I had a client about a year ago. She was telling me about what she wanted to do, and a vision she had for herself. And then I started telling her a vision of what I seen of her in this red dress and this room and this, because she had like a speaking engagement. And she started like almost wanting to cry, and she pulled this picture up on her phone, and she was like, is this the room? She was like, because it sounds like this is the room. And she was like, it sounds like this is the red dress. The red dress was like damn near to the T of what I was describing to her. And she had this picture of this red dress in her phone in the type of room that I was describing to her. And she was like, you would not have known that. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I was just telling you a vision. Like, I seen this in my head, so I don't know. But yeah, so things like that happen to me a lot, and I used to be afraid of it, but now I just kind of like embrace it, and I'm thankful for it. It's a blessing, and I try to make sure that I'm using it the right way all the time. Hmm.
Love that. Shanice, you are like spitting fire right now. So we do have like a few more questions.
Okay,
Um, Fun question. So, what's your favorite app right now?
TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah. Are you immersed?
TikTok is so fun. I think, like, to me, TikTok is like fitness, but I can let my hair down.
Yeah,
It's not really structured. I just post for real.
I like that. Are you?
Hmm.
I think. Well, are you a morning person or a night person? I think
A
that.
night person. I'm a night owl. I'm up at night, girl. I'll be up doing, and I might not even, it's not even about being out. Like, I just feel like the nighttime is just peace.
Yeah.
There's like, you can maneuver, like, if you go out at night, it's just so peaceful, right? First off, the sky is beautiful. I love the moon. I'm a moon person. I love looking and talking to the moon. I'm gonna talk to the moon. I'm like, hey, Mr. Moon, da 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 da, right? And you can feel the energy. The energy from the moon is just tremendous, right? And it can really reset you and help you along. But also, it's quiet, right? And it's like the people that are out, they're really minding their business for real. So I'm a night person.
Okay. Yeah. Me.
Hmm.
Well, I definitely feel what you're saying about the moon as well, and
I love the
that's the
moon.
creation God has created. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. So, if you can collaborate with anybody, dead or alive,
Beyonce is my favorite person,
yeah,
like, entertainer. Like, she's the only, like, person that I would, like, fan out for. I'm not a celebrity person. I don't get crazy. I don't care. Like, I feel like, they're humans. They're working. They doing their business. I'm doing my business, whatever. But I would fan the F out for Beyonce. And, like, whatever she wants me to rub her big toe, I'm gonna do it.
that's
Right.
yeah.
Mhm.
That same. You have similar energy when it comes to just being free and blessed,
Mhm.
doing everything, and
Thank you.
so last question that we have.
Mhm.
What is the last?
Say
The
that
last
again.
thing that you Googled.
So Sephora, I was looking for the Innisfree cream, facial cream. So I have their face wash and then I have the skin moisturizer, but they do have like a used cream as well. And I was looking for it on Sephora. So I Googled Innisfree because I was like, I'm gonna look for it and see if I can get it shipped, and then it popped up on Sephora. So yeah.
Is it good?
I actually made a reel. That's funny. I made a reel, like a just a nighttime thing, washing your face situation. I'm gonna post it probably later this week or something. Just showing the things that I like to use because they're cruelty free, and they're a smaller brand, but I really love their products. Yeah,
I'm gonna check out that reel for sure. Very nice talking to you. You are
it
like
was amazing.
it's definitely an amazing conversation. You are so like multifaceted. I don't think I've honestly met anybody like you if I'm being real. So you're definitely
Oh my gosh,
seriously. So thank you for coming on here.
thank you.
You're beautiful.
Thank you. You're beautiful as well. I thank you for having me. You have some great questions. Your questions are curated very well, the flow of it. So let me just let you know that keep
Get
doing this because,
Carter right there. He wrote those questions.
oh, well, yeah, they're put together very well. And he got the right person, hosting and asking because your energy is great. And, you definitely, I can tell you're a girl's girl and you love to share love and light. And that's important. I think, more people in the world, they need that.
And it's now that we're connected, we can just share that, even if it's just a
Yes.
you know.
Even
Love it.
more. Yeah.
And when I'm out in your area, I would love to work with you and get my body right.
Yeah. Yeah, let me know. I'm online, so we don't even have to be anywhere. We got the online situation, so just, hit me. I got, follow my YouTube because I'll be posting things there. So even if you're not working out with me, you can still get the information. Like I'm gonna put it out there regardless.
Sure, for sure. And I'm
Yeah.
just getting into fitness and my health as well. So that's very funny that we're meeting you today because you're like that first connection. So thank you.
Purposeful. Yep. Yep.
Bless you, Trini. It's very nice to meet you today.
You guys be blessed as well. Thank you.
Have a blessed day.
Bye.
So that was our beautiful interview with Chanice. That was like amazing, you guys. We learned a lot about health, wealth, a lot of things that we did not expect to learn today, and a lot about her own personal journey. And I hope that inspired me, so I hope it inspired you guys as well. And have a blessed day. Please make sure to follow the page, Your Story Speaks _ for more content like this. And thank you.